Money is one of the most important forces in our daily lives, yet most people spend years using money without ever learning how it truly works. We learn how to earn it, how to spend it, and sometimes how to save it. But very few people are taught the deeper principles that determine whether money will remain a source of stress or become a tool for freedom. The truth is that financial success is rarely created by one lucky moment. It is usually created through a series of small decisions repeated for a very long time. The way you think about money, the way you earn it, the way you spend it, the way you save it, and the way you invest it can slowly shape the life you will live years from now. Two people can earn the same amount of money and still have completely different futures because they use different financial principles. One may spend everything and remain trapped in a cycle of payments, while the other may save, invest, learn, and gradually create financial independence. This is why understanding money is so important. Money is not only about numbers in a bank account, it is about decisions, habits, time, risk, discipline, and freedom. The first law of money is that money follows value. Whenever you look at successful businesses, successful professionals, or successful entrepreneurs, you will notice that they usually provide something valuable. They solve problems. They save people time. They make difficult things easier. They provide entertainment, convenience, knowledge, safety, or useful products. People exchange money because they believe they are receiving something valuable in return. This principle applies to your career as well. If you want to increase your income, one of the most powerful questions you can ask is not simply, "How can I get more money?" but "How can I become more valuable?" Learn a skill that people need. Improve your ability to communicate. Learn how to solve difficult problems. Become better at technology. Learn sales. Learn leadership. Learn how to create something useful. The more valuable problems you can solve, the more opportunities you may create. Your income today is not necessarily the limit of your future income. Your skills can grow, your knowledge can grow, your reputation can grow, and your ability to create value can grow. When you improve yourself, you are improving one of the most important financial assets you will ever have. But earning more money is only half of the financial equation. The second part is keeping some of what you earn. Many people believe that a higher income automatically means wealth, but that is not true. A person can earn a very large salary and still live from paycheck to paycheck if their expenses rise as quickly as their income. At the same time, someone with a smaller income can slowly build financial strength by controlling spending and consistently saving. Income is the money that comes into your life. Wealth is what you keep and what you build with what you keep. This is why one of the most important laws of money is simple. Spend less than you earn. It sounds obvious, but millions of people break this rule every month. They use credit to spend money they have not earned yet. They upgrade their lifestyle whenever their income increases. They purchase things to impress others. Eventually, their income may be high, but their financial freedom remains low. Lifestyle inflation is one of the quietest financial traps. When your income increases, it is natural to want a better life. You may want a better home, a better car, better food, better vacations, and more comfort. There is nothing wrong with enjoying the results of your hard work. The problem begins when every increase in income becomes a permanent increase in expenses. Imagine receiving a raise and immediately increasing your monthly lifestyle by almost the same amount. You feel richer, but your financial position may not have improved much. Instead of allowing every extra dollar to become a new expense, allow part of the increase to become savings or investment capital. Enjoy some of the money, but protect some of it for your future. The goal is not to live like a poor person while secretly becoming rich. The goal is to enjoy your life without sacrificing your future. Financial freedom comes from balance. One of the strongest habits you can develop is paying yourself first. Most people receive money and then pay everyone else. Bills arrive, subscriptions are charged, loans are paid, shopping happens, food is purchased, entertainment is purchased, and at the end of the month, whatever remains is supposed to become savings. Unfortunately, something almost always happens before the end of the month. An unexpected expense appears, a tempting purchase comes along, or the money simply disappears through everyday spending. A better approach is to decide in advance that a portion of your income belongs to your future. When money arrives, move a predetermined amount into savings or investments before you begin spending the rest. This simple habit changes your relationship with money. You stop saving only when it is convenient and start treating your future as a financial priority. Over time, the amount you save may become significant, but the habit itself is even more valuable. You are training yourself to think beyond today. You also need to understand where your money is going. Many people know their income but do not know their expenses. They may look at their bank balance and wonder where everything went. Money rarely disappears in one dramatic moment. It usually disappears through small decisions repeated again and again. A meal here, an online purchase there, a subscription you forgot about, a delivery fee, a taxi ride, an unnecessary upgrade, another entertainment expense. One purchase may not matter, but hundreds of similar decisions can become a large amount over a year. Tracking your expenses does not mean you must become obsessed with every small purchase. It simply means you should become aware. You should know which expenses are important, which are optional, and which are happening automatically. Once you see the numbers clearly, you gain control. You can decide where your money should go instead of wondering where it went. Every amount of money you earn should have a purpose. Some money is needed for daily living. Some should protect you during emergencies. Some may be used for short-term goals. Some can be invested for long-term growth. Some can be spent on experiences and enjoyment. The mistake is treating every dollar as if it has the same job. Money you need next month should not necessarily be managed the same way as money you will not need for 20 years. When you give your money a purpose, your financial decisions become easier. Instead of asking, "What can I buy with this?" you begin asking, "What do I want this money to accomplish?" That question changes your thinking from consumption to planning. Time is another powerful law of money. Most people underestimate what time can do because the early results of good financial habits often look small. Imagine investing a small amount and checking the result after a few months. You may feel that almost nothing has happened. But wealth is not usually built through a few months. It is built through years. Compounding allows money that remains invested to potentially generate additional returns over time. The growth may appear slow in the beginning, but as the base becomes larger, the same rate of growth can produce increasingly larger results. This is why starting early can be so valuable. You cannot buy additional years later. You can increase your income later. You can invest more later. You can learn new skills later. But you cannot go back and recover the time you ignored. The best financial strategy is therefore often the one you can follow consistently for a long period of time. Patience is one of the most underrated financial skills. We live in a world that constantly promises quick results. People want instant wealth, instant business success, instant investment returns, and instant transformation. But sustainable financial progress is often slow and boring. You save money, you invest, you learn, you improve your skills, you avoid unnecessary debt, you repeat the process. Nobody notices the first few years, but eventually the results become visible. A person who saves a little every month may eventually build a substantial financial cushion. A person who improves their skills every year may eventually become highly valuable in the marketplace. A person who invests consistently may eventually benefit from years of compounding. The process looks ordinary while it is happening, but the outcome can become extraordinary. Debt is another law that must be understood carefully. Debt allows you to use money today that you will have to repay in the future. Sometimes debt can be useful, but debt is never free. Interest, fees, and repayment obligations create a cost. Before borrowing money, you should understand what the debt is helping you accomplish. Is it helping you acquire something productive? Is it financing something necessary? Or are you simply borrowing to consume something you cannot currently afford? High-interest consumer debt can be particularly dangerous because it can consume future income. You may enjoy the purchase today, but years later you are still paying for it. Every payment reduces the amount of money available for your future. When debt becomes too large, you can find yourself working not to build wealth, but simply to satisfy old obligations.